Welcome back, guys, to another Props to Anime. Today, we're going to be talking about the original, that dude. Today, we're going to be talking about D. Yeah, he's so that dude that his name is D. So you got dude, starts with the letter D, you got D. What the hell is D? D. Vampire Hunter D, the famous damn pill. Those of you who don't know what Vampire Hunter D is in regards to the anime world, there are two movies that is covered. One was made back in 1985, which is Vampire Hunter D, the original movie. And then the other one was made in 2000, which was titled Vampire Hunter D Bloodlust. So, as I stated before, he is the triple OG of the that dude category. All right, he is the very first. I remember back in the day, I want to say it was probably early 90s when I used to watch MTV, and they would have an anime series, 3 movies, once a year would come on. I think it was around in October. 3 anime movies would come on once a year, and I would wait all year for these episodes to come out. One was Robot Carnival. One was Vampire Hunter D, and I cannot for the life of me remember what the other anime was, but each 3 of these animes would come on once a year. And I would really be waiting for Vampire Hunter D movie. Even that's the only time I could see it, was when it would come on that one time. So I would always wait annually for that movie to come on. D was the first person that I looked at in anything, be it anime, be it TV shows, cartoons that I watched, movies that I had seen, that I looked at one particular character and be like, damn, that's straight up, he's a straight up badass. He is that one. He's that one that you knew, and he knew, and that's what makes him. That's why I put him in this category. That if he's going up against somebody, that's somebody about to get whooped. So let me give you a little details about who D is in these 2 movies that he played in. Now, when I described or defined what makes a that dude character, I did say that usually it is not the main character. Now, there are a few exceptions because D is one of them. There are a few exceptions. There's one other character that I have in my categories in regards to anime that is a main character and is still a that dude, but we'll cover that later. But D is another character that is like that. He is the original. So he has to be in this category. D is what is considered a dhampir. What that is a human and vampire mixed breed. Now, you may know a few of these. Blade, for one, if you watched any kind of mainstream movies or like comics. Blade is a mixture between vampire and a human. But what makes D so special is that his father, who is the vampire, is the infamous Count Dracula. As the title entails, it says Vampire Hunter D. So while he is a vampire and a human and he hunts vampires, obviously there is some conflicting story there. Why would you hunt your own kind? That's what makes the story of D very complex, and he has his own kind of set of rules in regards to why he does so. I mean, if you really look at it, he's really not on the side of humans or vampires as far as who he's backing, but he is definitely against one hurting the other in regards to killing the other. There is instances where he's against the vampires because they're eating humans. That's the main thing. That's why he's a vampire hunter. But he is also not for humans hunting vampires for sport, which if you check out the Bloodlust movie, you kind of see his conflict there. So you'll see more in that if you watch those animes. One tough thing about D and why I respect him is just because I can relate to D in a lot of things is that, I mean, he is half human, half vampire. And the thing that's weird about that is neither side, just like he's not on their side, they're also not on his side. When he's around humans, they shun him. When he's around vampires, he's not good enough because he's only half blood. You know, vampires in these movies, in anime and cartoons, they feel that they're on the top of the food chain, on the pecking order, and they feel that D as a dhampir, that he's just not good enough until they know who his lineage runs through. So I think his human side mixed with his vampire blood, it makes him stronger in regards to his resolve in taking out these vampires. When that struggle comes to mind, I'm going to give a quote to one of his enemies, or probably I would say the main enemy in the Vampire Hunter D Bloodlust movie, Myra Link. He is a vampire, one of the last vampires left, because vampire hunters had taken mostly all of the vampires out. He had quoted something to D, and I'm gonna state that to you right now. Basically, what he said is, "You should bear in mind, D, that your struggle to resist our nature can't last forever. One day, the urge for their blood will be stronger." This is where it comes off to me that D he's just, I don't know, he just has that aura about him that says, I'm stronger than any urge you can put in front of me, okay, and my resolve is stronger. Basically how he responded was, and when that day comes, another will hunt me. It's as simple as that. So he basically puts it out there as like, if I fail in my quest to not feed on humans, then I understand my time is now coming. I am no longer the person that I say I am, or that I act as in regards to my code. So to me, that's just bad. I'm sorry, but that's badass. What makes D so powerful, though? This is the question that a lot of people have in regards to why is this your original? What was it about him that made him stand out from any anime or any cartoons or shows that you had watched up until this point? And there's a couple of things. I mean, one, he is a vampire, so any vampire, be it movie, TV, they fail in comparison to D, in my opinion. There's no better vampire or half-breed vampire out there. Your Twilight movies, Underworld, all that. None of them compare to D, in my personal opinion. Now, this is my personal opinion, but there's more. There's things. Of course, he has the power of a vampire. I mean, he's very quick. He has a lot of melee skills. He has this long, great sword on his back that is just, once he reaches for it, it seems like it takes so long for him to pull that sword out. But you know, when that sword comes out, it's over. It's over for whoever he's fighting, right? So he's big with melee. Of course, he's a vampire, so he has massive amounts of speed. He as a vampire, he has a lot of, I guess what you can say is kind of magic, or he has these innate powers that he used, but he doesn't use it often because it's related to him being a vampire. He tries to not use his vampiric powers. He tries to stick with his natural ability and not try to use the powers given to him from his father. But when it does get down to it and his life is on the line, you'll see him use those powers in the anime. If you've seen vampire movies, read the books, or anything like that, you know vampires have the power to regenerate. D also has inherited that power from his vampire ancestors. Now, one of my favorite parts about D, as I stated in what makes a That Dude character, one thing I stated is that a That Dude character is typically quiet. Now, you may ask this, how can a character be quiet yet be the star of the show? Well, D doesn't do much talking. He's very quiet unless he needs to say something, but one thing he does have is his left hand. His left hand, now this may be on your right side, but this is my left hand. On his left hand, he has a face on there, and I'm probably leaving some images up here for you right now, but he has a face. This face is no name. There's no name in any of the anime, at least, of what this face is called, but it's a separate being from his body, and it talks to him. And it's very funny because the way that it talks to him, it's kind of contradicting to the character that D is, which I'll call him Left Hand for now. That's how he's been labeled. Left Hand, he has saved D on multiple occasions. There's occasions in the movies where D is taken out, like he's about to die, right? Like or he could be possibly dead. and even left hand being severed from his body, moves around because he acts independent from D, and I guess he'll absorb the different elements and somehow resuscitate D if he dies or whatever. So D is pretty much immortal. Like even if he dies, he still has a chance to come back because his hand will save him. Which is real. It's different, but it's really cool how it works out if you see it. One other power that the left hand has is I've seen him have the ability to absorb attacks that are put towards D. Like if they're really powerful attacks, D would just put the hand out in front of him, and he'll just suck whatever it is into the mouth, giving those powers to D. Very cool stuff. That's going to be it for my description of D for the Dat Dude series. One thing that I will be adding and that I am personally excited about, like I said, D, the Vampire Hunter D movie came out in 1985. The second movie, which was Bloodlust, came out in the year 2000. I'm going to do a video in the future, in the very near future, about this. What I'm about to tell you is that, being that those are the only two movies, I've always been excited to see if anything else comes out for Vampire Hunter D. It has been announced that they are behind the scenes right now working on a 7-season anime for Vampire Hunter D. I am so excited about that. Like I said, I will do another video that details the particulars of that. I'm trying to get some more information currently to cover that topic. But yes, right now they are looking at bringing back Vampire Hunter D in a 7-season anime series. Is it going to be on Netflix? Is it going to be on Funimation? I have no idea. But when that comes out, you will definitely get my review of the trailer, my review of the series as a whole, because I'm very excited. I'm very excited about this. And it's basically produced by the same person who made Bloodlust, which, of the two movies, usually a sequel doesn't outdo the first. I kind of like them evenly, but if I had to choose, I would say Bloodlust is better, just because of the way that the story's told and put together, and the way it displays D's abilities and things of that nature. So I'm really looking forward to this new anime series. So that's it, guys. You got your first Dat Dude. Vampire Hunter D is that dude. Yes, he is. So if you like this video, definitely leave that thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel for more props to anime videos, and also make sure you check out the Twitter. We try to update as much as possible on when we're posting videos and things like that, so get that information down in the description below. So we'll see you guys next time. From props to anime. Later.